You want to start in real estate, but the real estate words, they just seem so confusing to you? Don't worry, I'm going to explain them to you in the easiest possible way for you. My name is Chris A. Williams. I own multiple real estate companies, and I've been in real estate since I was a young pup at 20 years old. And in this video, I'm going to be going over Real Estate Terms 101. I'm going to break down the regular real estate terms, so traditional home buyers, home sellers, and such, and also terms that you need to know when you're starting out as an investor. So the first term that we're going to start off with is home sale. A home sale is when a seller gives their home to a buyer in exchange for money. Another term that you need to know is a buyer, home buyer. A home buyer is a person who wants to buy a home. So I know we're getting some of the basics. We talked about home sale buyers. We're going to talk about seller next, but I want to give you guys the most basic terms so we have a good foundation, then we can move from there. So as I promised, next term is a seller. A seller is a person who wants to sell their home, plain and simple. An investor could really be under both categories for your regular traditionals and also your investor, as you see it's already up there. An investor is a person who buys homes to make money, either by renting them out or selling them for a profit. Under contract. What is under contract? If you tried buying a house before and you've heard your agent say, hey, this house is under contract. Under contract means when a buyer and a seller, they agree on a home sale, but the deal is not finished yet. So that buyer, that seller, they have the rights to that property until it's finished. Mortgage. What is mortgage? Mortgage is how you're going to buy your house most of the time. Unless you're buying with cash, you've got a lot of money sitting around. A mortgage is a loan that helps people buy a home. They pay back the money a little at a time. Typically, a mortgage is going to be over a 30-year term. Next part is lender. What is a lender? A lender is a company that gives people money, aka a loan, to buy a home. A mortgage, also known as a loan. Pre-approval is our next part. These all correlate. Mortgage, lender, pre-approval. Pre-approval shows how much money a person can borrow to buy their home. You need the pre-approval to start your home buying process. Don't even waste time looking at homes without pre-approval. Let's talk about next one, escrow period. Your escrow period is the time between when a buyer and a seller agree to a home sale and when the sale is officially finished. During the time of the escrow period, a special title company will hold the money and important papers to keep everything safe for your home buying process or your home selling process. Also in this time, the buyer, they'll work with their lender to finish their loan, everything that's needed, and a home inspection will be done if needed to check if the house has any problems. The seller will make any needed repairs or get the house ready to move, and both sides will sign final papers when everything is ready. So when everything is done in the escrow period, the buyer will get the keys, the seller gets the money, and the home sale is finished. So for your escrow period, that typically takes 30 to 45 days. Can be shorter or it can be longer. Another term that you need to know, comparables. Hopefully I spelled that right. You know, I wasn't the best in school, but I think I spelled that right. So comparables are known as comps. Comps are known as comparables. There are other homes that are like the one that's being bought or sold. They're used to find the right price. You can use comparables with the CMA, which is comparative market analysis and things like that. Equity is another term in which you need to know. Equity means the part of a home that a person really owns after paying off some of the loan. Another term, commission, is the money a real estate agent gets for helping you buy or sell a home. Closing costs are extra costs buyers and sellers pay at the end of a home sale, like for paperwork and fees. Anytime you buy a home, you are going to have closing costs, but an expert real estate agent, they can negotiate closing costs to be paid for you. So we've gone over pretty much all the regular real estate terms. Don't want to get too super in depth on these ones. If you guys want to see more in-depth things, check out my other videos. But for now, we are going to keep it regular. So we've touched on these ones. Let's organize this a little bit. Let's move on to our terms for investors. Our newer investors, these are the terms in which you want to know. We are going to start with our first one, which is ROI. ROI, also known as your return on investment. This is a very important thing to track as a new investor or any investor. ROI means the amount of money an investor makes compared to how much that they spend. Second term, cash flow. Cash flow is the money left over after paying all the costs of owning a home, like a mortgage, repairs, all of those things. Next term, ARV, also known as after repair value. ARV means how much a home is worth after it's been fixed up. MAO means max allowable offer. For MAO means the highest price an investor should pay for a home and still be able to make a profit. Get into one of our last ones. The end buyer. An end buyer is the final person who buys a home in its current condition. So these are the terms in which you need to know, the basic real estate terms. We've covered a lot when it comes to the regular, more traditional side of home buying, home selling. But when it comes to investors, I gave you about 5 terms in which you do need to know. So get into some of these a little bit. ROI is going to be very important no matter what type of strategy that you do, whether you're doing a flip, whether you're doing an assignment, whether you're doing creative finance. And if you are confused on what the strategies are, check out my other videos. And in those videos, I do explain in detail what the strategies are and how you can do them to make money literally today. And some of these other ones when it comes to investor terms are going to be a bit more specific based on your specific exit strategy. So in this video, we learn all about basic real estate terms. Now we know the terminology, we know the words. Now it is time to apply it. But hey, you're like, hey, I'm not ready to apply it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in a real life situation. Check out my other videos. In those videos, I do give real life scenarios on me using these strategies, using these words and such to be able to close deals. After you have watched those videos and you now know how to apply it into your life and do these deals yourself, here's where my gift for you comes in. Click the link below in the description and you'll get a free copy of the contract that I use to close deals. You can use that same exact contract to close deals also too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you watch all of our other videos so you can see me apply this in real life and just give you guys some free knowledge and information on everything real estate. Oh, don't forget this also. Make sure you share this video with somebody who's interested in getting in real estate also. Bye.